editing tools, you can edit these images and accentuate them even further. No wonder the file size is so huge. To sum it up, the Mi 10 uses a large 1 by 1.33 inch 108 megapixel sensor as its primary camera along with a 7P lens system. It is also one of the first few phones to offer 8K video recording. We have also built in a shoot steady mode which combines OIS and EIS to produce some really stabilized footage. With that, you get a completely reworked night mode, a new portrait video mode, a movie mode, along with multiple exposure level controls and focus peaking. Let's quickly talk about performance. The Mi 10 in India will be powered by Qualcomm's flagship Snapdragon 865 SoC. Snapdragon 865 is manufactured on 7nm process technology, which makes it one of the most power efficient SoCs in the market. Now when you compare Snapdragon 865 with its predecessor, you also get the support for dual band 5G and support for the all new Wi-Fi 6 protocol. Not just that, it is also 25% faster than its predecessor and delivers up to 100% performance boost on the AI front, something which I already touched upon in the camera segment. Now, like I mentioned earlier, the Mi 10 is a future-ready device even when it comes to the network or the connectivity protocols. With the support for Wi-Fi 6, Mi 10 delivers stable connectivity and delivers outstanding upload and download speeds even in congested areas. The flagship Snapdragon 865 processor is also combined with industry's fastest RAM available for mobile computing, which is LPDDR5. It delivers up to 30% faster performance with optimized power efficiency. Not just that, we exactly know how our fans will be using their devices. Hence, we took the call to ship the fastest UFS 3.0 storage across all the variants for blazing read and write speeds. Talking about the variants, there will be two options available for the India market: 8GB of RAM combined with 128GB of storage and 8GB of RAM combined with 256GB of storage. Both the variants will carry LPDDR5 RAM and UFS 3.0 storage. Now with such heavy performance in such a compact form factor, thermal management becomes a part of the business itself. For the very first time, we are combining vapor chamber liquid cooling, 7-layer of graphite stack and graphene together to effectively reduce the CPU temperature by 10.5 degrees Celsius. Now this is especially important for a country like ours where the temperature is already soaring above 40 degrees Celsius. With a triple cooling layer mechanism which essentially combines vapor liquid cooling with graphite stack and graphene, regulates the CPU temperature to deliver that sustained peak performance which you have always expected from a flagship like this. Now this brings me to the end of the performance section. Allow me to quickly summarize. Mi 10 in India is powered by Qualcomm's flagship Snapdragon 865 processor, which is built on a 7nm process technology. With the new SoC, Mi 10 is a future-ready device with support for 5G and Wi-Fi 6 out of the box. We have also built in a 3-layer cooling mechanism with vapor chamber liquid cooling, graphite stack and graphene to regulate the CPU temperature for sustained peak performance. Not just that, the flagship SoC is combined with the fastest RAM and storage options to deliver that outstanding performance. Now let's talk about power. The Mi 10 houses one of the biggest batteries when you compare it with the other flagship phones. Even with a larger battery, we have ensured that it does not hinder with the overall ergonomics of the device. As you can see here, we are utilizing a vertical battery design. Now by redesigning the battery, we have managed to keep the frame thickness at 2.2 millimeters and the overall thickness at 8.96 millimeters. It fits firmly into your hand and it gives you a confident grip, all thanks to the internal chassis and the battery design. Mi 10 features 30-watt wire turbocharge with 30-watt charger in the box itself. But what excites me today the most is that we have finally reached a stage where wired and wireless charging have become equally powerful. I'm proud to announce that Mi 10 will feature industry's fastest wireless charging at 30 watts. Now you can also use the Mi 10 to wirelessly charge other wireless charging compatible devices because it features 10-watt reverse wireless charging. Obviously this is Qi compatible, so it works with all your other devices as well. So what you get on the Mi 10 is triple fast charge, 30-watt wired turbo charging with 30-watt charger in the box itself, industry's fastest 30-watt wireless charging, and 10-watt reverse wireless charging, which is Qi compatible. As you already know, we recently announced the arrival of our first product in the wireless charging space. It was the 10,000 mAh Mi wireless power bank, which allows you to charge your devices wirelessly at 10 watt, and if you are charging it with a wired connection, it obviously charges at 18 watt. And today I'm taking this opportunity to announce the second product in the wireless category space, announcing the arrival of Mi 30-watt wireless charger, which is Qi certified and comes with a fan built within. Please head on to our mi.com pages to know more about it. To sum it up, Mi 10 is faster than ever with Qualcomm's Snapdragon 865 and X55 dual band 5G modem. It also is cooler than ever with 3 solutions coming in together to effectively reduce the CPU temperature by 10.5 degrees Celsius. More power than ever with 4780 mAh of battery and triple fast charge, 30-watt wired, 30-watt wireless, and 10-watt reverse wireless charging with 30-watt charger in the box itself. The last thing which I wanted to cover today is the overall device experience and how your device reacts when you actually interact with it. We have completely reworked the haptic engine feedback on the Mi 10. Allow me to quickly explain. We are introducing X-axis linear vibration motor which simulates the feel of a mechanical keyboard. Not just that, we combined it with 150 different frequencies matched with different use case scenarios to offer a unique haptic feedback every single time. The second important thing which I wanted to touch upon is something which is very close to my heart, and which is the audio experience on the Mi 10. To match up to the brilliant display quality which I touched upon, Mi 10 in India will feature stereo speakers. This is an intelligent stereo setup which works along with multiple other sensors to understand the device orientation and switch the speakers automatically. Now this is especially useful for games which utilize dual channel audio like Pubg and many others. Now Mi 10 features the largest stereo speaker setup. It is 12mm by 16mm, and I'm talking about both the speakers which you see on your screen right now. Now if you compare the Mi 10 speaker setup along with iPhone 11 Pro Max or Samsung S20 Ultras, you will see that they are using disproportionate speakers where one speaker is smaller in size and the other speaker is of course large. Now this is going to produce imbalanced sound because you need similar speakers of the same make or the same model to produce balanced sound. Extending from amazing stereo sound, the Mi 10 also supports LHDC audio codec right out of the box itself. Now if you compare LHDC audio codec with a standard Bluetooth audio codec, also known as SBC, the data transmission rate is almost 3 times. And now that particularly supports the high resolution audio which you have always wanted from your Bluetooth headphones or your Bluetooth wireless buds. Now combine this with the true wireless solution which Vinita just spoke about for complete audio bliss. Now speed and stability is an experience, and to exactly ensure that, we are introducing 5G multi-link on Mi 10. This feature would allow the phone to connect to 3 networks simultaneously, including a 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi plus a 5 GHz Wi-Fi plus a 5G or a 4G mobile network. Now this means that the phone will be able to connect to 2 different Wi-Fi networks and use the mobile data at the same time. This feature has been introduced to maintain a stable and consistent smartphone experience. So that's the all-new Mi 10. It comes with a 108 megapixel camera with optical image stabilization. You get the support for Snapdragon 865, 5G and Wi-Fi 6 along with that. It comes with a beautiful and a gorgeous 3D curved E3 AMOLED display which is at 6.67 inches. Comes with fastest wireless charging which is at 30 watts. Comes with a 30-watt wired charging and a 30-watt charger of course in the box itself, stereo speakers and much more. You get 2 variants in the India market, 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, and 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. Now to talk more about the pricing and the availability, let me have Manu back on your screens.
Thank you so much Raghu, Vinita and Sumit for taking us through these really incredible products. So we launched 3 Mi products today. We launched Mi Box 4K, Mi TWS that all of you guys were asking for, and of course we launch our flagship Mi 10. Mi 10 is a true flagship phone. It not only comes with Qualcomm Snapdragon 865, it has 3D curved AMOLED, it has up to 30 watt of wireless charging with 10 watt of reverse wireless charging, and of course it comes with the incredible 108 megapixel camera sensor. Personally, I believe that in 2020, if your phone does not have a 108 megapixel camera sensor, it is not a flagship. You need to experience this camera to truly believe what it can do. When we were launching this phone, we looked at the entire industry and we couldn't find anything which is even remotely comparable. The only other device which has 108 megapixel camera sensor in India is Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. But I believe Mi 10 is significantly better. It has Qualcomm Snapdragon 865, which is much better and faster than the Exynos processor on S20 Ultra. It also supports up to 30 watt of wireless charging, which is much faster than Samsung S20 Ultra. And Samsung S20 Ultra, the 128GB variant, sells for more than 95,000 rupees. If you look at our global pricing, our China pricing of Mi 10, it's 3,999 RMB. And if you translate this into Indian rupees, it comes out to around 43,000 rupees. And if you add the latest 18% GST on it, it goes way beyond 50,000 rupees. I'm happy to share that we are launching Mi 10 8GB 128GB variant at only 49,999 rupees, and the 8GB 256GB variant is being launched at 54,999 rupees. Not just this, we also have exciting offers for all of you guys. Every Mi fan who buys a Mi 10 during the pre-booking period will get a Mi wireless power bank worth 2,500 rupees free. We will also have no cost EMI options on both online and offline platforms. And yes, every Mi fan who buys Mi 10 using an HDFC Bank credit card or debit card will get up to rupees 3,000 back. So I hope all of you guys will really love these three products.